Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that gets things running. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go...
And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bullish header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And it's Messi. Plays the return pass. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Zielinski. Zielinski! That is ended up in no man's land. Couldn't squeeze it through. Shevchenko. Gabriel with the slide tackle there. Pedri. Juve. Now it's Zielinski. It's a searching pass. And that's an excellent interception. Ferran Torres. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Shevchenko. That has been cut short. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Caicedo. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. He's got away. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Batistuta. Messi finding himself in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Caicedo. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He won't be happy with that one. Araujo for Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Hangs in a cross. Chiellini clears it away. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Delivers with whip. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pedri. Juve, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Nuno Mendes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he was quick to react. And it's Shevchenko. Mendes providing an outlet on that flank. And he gets rid in a hurry. Zielinski. Oh, red, nice interception. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Shevchenko.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nuno Mendes. Ferran Torres. And it's Caicedo. And it's Shevchenko. And Caicedo. Ferran Torres. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Messi. Araujo. And Caicedo. That's been slipped through. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Takes a shot!
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Messi. Puskas. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Batistuta. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Here's Ferran Torres! And he's found the net! Barcelona are back in business! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pedri.
Barcelona have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Plays it through. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Zielinski is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Van Dijk. Caicedo. Looking for the run. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. And the shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ferran Torres. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Zielinski. And he's quick to return it. And he's in Zielinski! Yes! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Shevchenko. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nicely weighted ball. And Puskás! Superb from Puskás! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid may be down, but not out just yet. In with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Nuno Mendes. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Araujo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And it's Mendes. Ferran Torres.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Short changes him with that pass. Mateus. And it's Messi. Zielinski. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. Zielinski. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So straight into the action.
Well, there are playmakers, and then there is one Sebastian Veron.
You put him right up there, do you?
Yes, I do. He has one or two...
Batistuta! No, not the best of headers. Cristiano Ronaldo. Araujo cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. Caicedo. For Ferran Torres. And it's Caicedo. Shevchenko. And it's Zielinski.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Veron. And that's been in. Real chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Veron, a probing pass. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Ferran Torres.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Hazard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Threads one in. Spread neatly. Garcia deals with that nice and simple. Messi. So it is still 0-0. That has been slung wide. And Bensebaini. And it's Shevchenko. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bensebaini, Caicedo, Shevchenko,
Ferran Torres.
and Bensebaini. Kubasi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Zielinski. Messi. Now, can they get him away? And there's green grass ahead of him. And that was very necessary. Zielinski, Maldini spots it and intercepts. And now the breakaway. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Araujo and Kubasi. Caicedo. Here's Zielinski. Now it's Batistuta. Messi. He is through here. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Shevchenko dominates aerially so often. Zielinski, and he skips past his man. Caicedo. And it's Zielinski. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely intercepted. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Araujo. 5 minutes till the break. And Kubasi. Caicedo. Bensebaini. Ferran Torres. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Zielinski. And this is Batistuta. That could set him on his way. Lam getting... And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Cambio de jugadores.
We're on the move again.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Messi. And he's cut it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Bensebaini. For Ferran Torres. Caicedo. For Ferran Torres. And it's Caicedo. And this is Shevchenko. Bensebaini makes the interception. Zielinski. And it's Bale. And this is Nedved. And that is a little undercooked. Lam plays it across. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Shevchenko. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Oh, it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now that's well seen too. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Shevchenko goes looking wide. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And here's Shevchenko.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a good ball out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Gets his head on it! Pepe tries to clear. And the break is on. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, played right into his path. Garcia claims comfortably.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Araujo. Kubasi. Caicedo. Batistuta. Messi finding himself in space. Lofted in, and a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good take in a good area. Shevchenko plays it in. Zielinski. Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ferran Torres. Caicedo. Now it's Zielinski. Played into space. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Shevchenko. Spread it left. Good read, needed to be. Zielinski. Looking to play him in. That has not gone well.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
It's a pretty loose pass. There's the shot! Of course! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And Shevchenko! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Kubasi. Araujo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Nedved. And this is Shevchenko. Here's a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that is expertly dealt with. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescent. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial.
Decent chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta touches it back. Caicedo. Jordi Alba. Bullet. Rafael Varane. Not the most accurate pass. Rafael Varane. This is a promising build-up. Nicely spread. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Zielinski. Shevchenko. Batistuta. Van Dijk. Jordi Alba. And it's Gullit. And it's Vieira. And here's Haaland. And here's Messi. João Cancelo gets into a good position. Ah, he's given it away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nuno Mendes. And Caicedo. Araujo distributed tidily. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Zielinski. Shevchenko. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And it's Cancelo. That's been slipped through. Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Van Dijk. And they've switched it over to the other side, and it's Cancelo. Vieira. Van Dijk. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. And he's forced to go back. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Vieira. Van Dijk. Thuram. Now it's Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Dijk. This looks... Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
The Netherlands find a position of... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Barcelona really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McManaman. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ferran Torres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not getting picked out.
Zielinski. Shevchenko has it out. Takes a shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Shevchenko.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Zielinski. Spread to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's run loose here. Caicedo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. Thuram. Vieira. Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now he's got space here, floated through. He has found the way. Haaland! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Zielinski. Now Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shevchenko. And it's Zielinski. Araujo. Zielinski. Batistuta. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Vieira. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rafael Varane. Vieira. Messi. Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Batistuta! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Messi plays it short. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Caicedo. That's going across goal. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Vieira. Just eases him off the ball. Played out wide. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres going face-to-face with his great rival. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Batistuta! Smashing save, really good save that.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody...
He's had a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Araujo.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Well, it's Batistuta. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Messi with a real chance here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Tries one from range. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, that's a waste. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
There will be
It's
1 minute
Batistuta.
at a time.
Can he get it through? He's through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And time is up. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Kubasi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And Bensebaini. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Totti. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Barcelona appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rodri. Kubasi. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side.
En el minuto 15, el dorsal 15.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And he's managed to get free.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Tries a shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Zielinski. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's quick to return it. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Shevchenko dominates aerially so often. And this is Batistuta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Zielinski. Shevchenko. Messi. And it's Hakimi. And Shevchenko. Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Totti. Distributed tidily. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Garcia claims comfortably. Hakimi has created one goal already. Zielinski. Somewhat off target. Rodri. Zielinski. Now who's going to be first to this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's neat. He's had a shot! And he's there to make the block. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Cross from Cafu. And that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Batistuta applies the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Messi, looking for options for movement. He has found a way through.
Well played and well cleared.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh. And the shot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological way to...
And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Hakimi, and it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Se ruega al propietario de una furgoneta gris con matrícula capicúa que acuda urgentemente al aparcamiento. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2 será sustituido por el dorsal 5. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So right back into the action. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Batistuta! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
There's the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Batistuta. Well read, and the danger is averted. Zielinski. Oh, good spread. Messi. He is just caressing the ball. And that interception was... He'll try from distance! Marvellous from Zielinski! A finish of true class! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their chance for a shot! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Messi plays it short, and it's Zielinski. Real chance! And he hits the net! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Shevchenko. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baini. Ferran Torres. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That has been cut short. Probing pass. And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. This is Batistuta. Now it's Zielinski. Messi. And Messi! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he was quick to react. Zielinski. And it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And again! It's loose, and again! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shevchenko. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's... Zielinski!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zielinski. He's shifting through the gears. Can he finish? Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. And this is Batic. Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Good read, needed to be. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's this time, surely! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Batistuta, and Batistuta! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And this is Forlan. Forlan! Forlan! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're back within reach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that pass just didn't quite work. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Here comes the cross. Shevchenko. For Ferran Torres. He's had it taken off him. And here's Forlan. Van Dijk. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Howson. Now that's well seen too. Driving forward. Batistuta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Terrific effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Piqué clears. Zielinski receives it in a good position here. Araujo, passing nice and neat. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries one from range! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Zielinski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi plays it short. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Caicedo. Oh, important interception. Now it's Bale. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 11, Bale.
So we're underway for the second half.
Coming on the field is number 9,
Van Dijk. Bensebaini. Now it's Shevchenko. Caicedo. For Ferran Torres. Shevchenko wants to run onto this. Ferran Torres. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zielinski. Now it's Ferran Torres. Girassi. Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this? Quick look, thought about cutting inside, and he's straight offside.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 21.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bensebaini. Caicedo, who does have an assist to his name. Bensebaini. And it's Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, no joy this time. Messi. Messi makes a move down the right. Now it's Zielinski.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's got away. Zielinski. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the counter is on. And it's Piqué. Really fierce, close defending. Shevchenko. Shevchenko does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Kubasi. And Bensebaini. Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Towering! Oh, it's hit the post! Shevchenko. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's lost his man here. He's in, must be! Decent chance! Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ferran Torres making good progress. And he's picked it up out wide. Ferran Torres! Ferran Torres! And yes, it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So now the difference is 3. Bentebaini. And it's been given away.
Pretty robust defending.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Over to the right flank. Now it's Messi. And here's Zielinski. Caceres wins the duel this time. Batistuta. And a chance! It's a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear.
And Batistuta! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Ferran Torres. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Girassi. Serginho. Oh, well played, well played. Messi. Messi ventures forward. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Serginho. Serginho scooting forward. Messi. And it's Shevchenko. Out for a throw.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents.